What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to build your own intuition. And this is one of my favorite topics because I truly believe that the more that you can learn and understand your own intuition, the more that you can then be fulfilled. Understanding, ego versus the intuition, and share some things that you can use to build it strongly. Okay, so without further ado, let's roll the intro. So if you're brand new to this channel, my name is Alan Howle. We talk all things bring the very best of you in life, in business. So if you are interested in topics like this and haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay, so the first things first, intuition versus ego. This is something that I know I personally struggled with, and I'm going to give you my definition. It's not the official definition, but here's what my understanding of an ego versus intuition is. So your ego is effectively your mind, your brain, and your brain is made up of experiences, values that, you've had during childhood and things like that. And it's also based on, just your DNA, who you are as a person. And your mind or your ego is there to keep you safe. So when you're walking, if you were to step onto a road where there's oncoming traffic, your mind has little sensors and little alert systems that are there going to keep you safe. Like, don't step onto the road, make sure you look both ways, okay? Is it safe to cross? Is it safe to, go outside? This is where your flight modes come from. It's there to protect you. It's there to keep you safe. Your ego is almost like a version of yourself. I like to call it your higher self. Okay. Now I know that I'm getting a little bit spiritual and a little bit, deeper, but stick with me. What I really want to say and suggest is that the way that I see it is we have a version of ourselves, a higher version. And this is where our conscious is connected to. And when our conscious is connected to this, if we can follow this intuition to this conscious, this higher version of ourselves that's connected to the source, that's connected to, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, or whatever religious or spiritual belief you have. But effectively, we have this higher version of ourselves that's constantly guiding us to fulfillment. And the more that we can step into this fulfillment, the more that we get to experience along that journey, the more happier that we are, the more that we get to enjoy and help others, and again, coming back to fulfillment. So we've got this safety versus fulfillment, okay? And there needs to be a balance. You need to stay safe, you need to be protected, but you also need to step outside your comfort zone and take courage. Otherwise, if you stay here in this safety, you're going to live your life, you're going to get to the end of it and regret the decisions that you didn't make, regret what you didn't make the most of. So now with that explanation, I want to share a couple of little personal things that I do that have allowed me and helped me to better understand who I am as a person, have more self-awareness, and to build that intuition, to build that ability to be able to listen in, and almost, I like to think of it as almost like a compass, right? A compass that guides you to your North Star, your Polaris star, to the destination that you want to go. It helps you to understand more of who you are as a person, and it helps you to understand more of what's going to have you feel fulfilled, okay? Because the more fulfilled you're going to be, the more you're going to enjoy life, and the more courage and the more times you can follow that intuition, the stronger it's going to become. So what I now want to do is I want to share with you 4 things that have really helped me build my own intuition and hopefully help you to do the same. First thing is meditation. Now, meditation is something that I've been doing for, I would say, the last 5 to 6 years. And ever since I've been practicing meditation, I have definitely become more self-aware. Okay. Now, how I started out meditating is using an app called Headspace. This is a free app that you can download off Androids and iPhones, I think. And from memory, the app allows you to do 10 free guided meditations just to get into the habit of it. And these guided meditations, what happens is I used to go and like I used to drive to work, drive from Penrith to Sydney Olympic Park, which is about 30 to 40 minute drive. I used to sit in the car park in the dark. It was an underground car park, and I used to listen to this guided meditation for 10 minutes. And this guided meditation, it basically tells you to close your eyes, think about this, and it almost uses this analogy of clouds and thoughts like coming and going and things like that. Now, what meditation will help you do is it will actually bring calmness. And that calmness, then what it allows you to do is make effective decisions and tune in to your intuition even more. It allows you to be more aware of what you really, really want versus the emotional, noise that is going on. Because noise will not stop, but your ability to be able to listen and cut through that noise is going to come from meditation. So the type of meditation that I currently do now, it's called transcendental meditation, okay? And this is a type of meditation where I don't need any guidance anymore. I actually lay down here in my office, and I can block things out, and I have a key phrase that I say, which is I am, which allows me to go deeper, deeper, deeper. And I do this for roughly 10 to 15 minutes. So the more that you can tune into your own intuition allows you and gives you more opportunities to become more fulfilled. And that's the way I see it. And so if you can prepare yourself and set time in your mornings and or nights to be able to meditate, this is definitely going to help you not only build your intuition, but again, build your self-awareness in total. The next one that I want to talk about is asking quality questions, okay? Now, sometimes we can go through life, we can get into situations where you don't know which way to go. Now, anytime I'm at this crossroads with a decision that I need to make, I always need to ask myself a quality question, okay? And the best way to ask yourself a quality question is give yourself some space, first of all. Try and cut out as much noise as you possibly can, because when you have lots of noise going on, it's very hard to make a clear, concise decision, okay, without the impacts of what's happening, the emotions, or any other fuel to the fire, okay? So what you want to do is actually place your hand on your heart, even close your eyes, and just ask yourself quality questions, okay? Now, the decision that you make is irrelevant. What's most important is that you're tuning in to who you are and what's the best for you, okay? So asking quality questions like, what is the best possible outcome for me, my family, or for this circumstance? What's the best possible outcome for me, the person who's involved? Whatever the case is, what is the very best that can happen, okay? By placing your hand on your heart and taking that time to ask that question, then gives you the ability to really feel your heartbeat and really feel yourself during this practice. And the more that you can then feel yourself and then make a decision, it's going to help you again to build self-awareness, build more into your intuition, and not let outside noise and external noise really play a part in the decision that you want to make moving forward. The next one that I want to talk about is being in nature. Now, if you have a lot of noise that's going on and a lot of things that are happening, the very best possible thing that you can do is be in nature. And this could be as simple as, taking your shoes off, going outside, out the back, and just planting your feet on the earth, okay? Feeling the earth, feeling the energy within the earth. Now, for some people who have never practiced this before, I know exactly potentially what you're thinking. I don't know exactly, but I used to think, well, what energy am I looking to feel, Alan? Like, what is this lovey feely shit, right? Especially for men who aren't as intuitive as women. But what I want to say and suggest is that don't think of it as like energy as electricity. Just feel it as feeling. Like, what do I feel when I put my feet on the earth? Do I feel calmness? Calmness has a type of energy, and the more that you feel into calmness, the more that you will understand what that feeling feels like. And the more that you feel just neutrality, which the earth helps. We talk about neutrality, positive, negative, neutral for electricians, but the neutral allows you to just ground out your thoughts, your feelings, and just again being neutral, okay, so that you can make decisions from this place of, I'm not overhyping something, I'm not underhyping something, or bringing any sort of emotion or whatever. Being in nature just allows you to do that. Now, I personally go for a cold swim every day, or I try to every day where possible. And this allows me to have that ability and have that foresight to be able to really make clear, concise decisions, really take out a lot of the noise, and again, be more present for my clients, be more present for my family, be more present for myself, so that I can be the very best version of myself, so I can follow my intuition, so I can be more fulfilled in life. Now, the last one I wanted to share, this is a little bit woo-woo and out there, but I have a set of cards. And so if you go to like one of those stores that sells crystals and or even markets and things like that, you'll be able to find cards like the ones that I'm sharing with you now. Okay. Now, what I actually like to do is at least once a week, I will get these cards out and just shuffle through them. Now, again, sort of like the energy, the feeling, what I'm looking for is when I'm a little bit lost, when I'm a little bit, I'd love some guidance. I'm still feeling a little bit, unsure about myself. I will go through this process, because what will often happen is your guidance and your intuition will guide you on potentially some key messages that may apply to you. Okay, so I'll shuffle these cards. Sometimes cards will literally pop out like these, and I might, and just go with the flow. This is all about going with the flow. So I'll put, I'll usually do 3 cards. Sometimes these cards will just pop out, like literally, believe it or not, sometimes cards just literally fly out of the deck. But just feel into it. And sometimes you'll just like there'll just be a card that sort of just stands out to you for some reason. Don't put too much meaning into it. Don't put too much whatever into it again. And I then like to read these cards and then, just do some journaling and things like that. And there's often things that come up like, I'll be vulnerable with you. This is the one that came up for me. If you can see it, it says perfectionism. Okay. And so at the moment, I'm trying to make this video perfect. I'm trying to make this video, a number of different things. And so it's interesting what can come about when you follow your intuition. You have little things like these to be able to not only like ground yourself, base yourself, but then have these little prompts to be able to guide you on things that you may not be able to see, little messages that are just going to ultimately help you a little bit more. Okay. So these are some of the tools and things that I use to build my own intuition, to help me be more self-aware in my business, in my life, with my family, and all the other things that I'm doing. I sincerely hope you got something from this video, even if it's just one little thing that you can change, whether it's being in nature or whatever the case is. But continue to follow your intuition, continue to listen to that internal compass, because the more that you can listen to that internal compass, the more that you can take action on those certain things, the more that you're going to be fulfilled in your life, in your business, in your family, and basically everything that you choose to do from here on out. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. I'm going to love you and leave you. Go get it.